Good day, seniors and active adults. Welcome back to our YouTube podcast, Get Your Weekly Slice, where we protect, inform, and educate you, our seniors and active adults, every week about what you should know as you age. It is about keeping you, our seniors, in the know. Let's begin. Today I'm going to talk about senior living options. And it's going to be a 3-part series. And the first part is going to be about independent living. And I'm going to drill down so you understand, as a certified senior housing professional, I get what type of options, living options, that you're going to be looking for if you're making a transition from your current place or home of 20 plus years. And if you're moving from a big footprint to a small footprint, so when I say big footprint, I mean one that's 2 stories, or one that all your children grew up in, or one that you're hardly using any of the rooms in the house. And what I mean by that is if it's a 10-room house or an 8-room house and you're only using 2 or 3, what a waste of time, because you got to clean it. You're paying for air conditioning, utilities for that big house. And for the most part, it's going to waste because you're only using a fraction of that house. So if you're looking to transition, I'm going to kind of give you some examples or options that are out there. And it's more providing you the options that are out there that will make you the happiest. So the first one, of course, is 55 plus active adult communities. And you can move into, there's plenty of them here in Central Florida. And basically those type of communities are all 55 plus residents, mostly couples, but some singles, be it male or female. And the reason why a lot of people like to move into this type of community is because if they're living at home and they move into this community, they're going to be able to meet a lot of friends. And mostly, if somebody moves into this type of community, they're going to be in that range of 55 to 65 to 70 years old. And they're looking for activities, building relationships with other peoples, couples, individuals, and just to keep busy and have that social interaction throughout their waning years. And there's all different types of 55 plus communities. And the one that I'm focusing on right now are the ones where you can buy in, you have your own home. A majority of all of them are 1-story homes. They either offer 2, 3, or 4-bedroom units, but mostly 2 or 3-bedroom units. They all have garages. They all have some type of courtyard or back porch area that provides you an opportunity to go out and at least enjoy your coffee or your beverage on the back or in the courtyard throughout the day. And it's for the most part pretty private. But there's also communities that offer golf. Now, there's not many of those left anymore because the current cycle or age group, 55, 65, they're not necessarily looking to golf all the time. Oh, there is, of course, the villages where you have an abundant amount of golf courses up there. And most of the transportation mode in the villages is via golf cart. But not all places are like the villages, because the villages, for the most part, it's it's 130, 150,000 people up there. And a lot of people aren't looking for that size of community with that many people. They're just looking for a 55 plus that's kind of low keyed, that has a lot of activities, friendly people, neighbors, etc. And some of these communities will average, usually an HOA will be $350 a month. I've seen them from 250. Let me just range it from 250 to 350, but usually around 300 and up. And what they offer is activities. And they also, depends on the location, but a majority of them, they will take care of all the grass cutting in the community, with the exception of, again, the villages. Where they don't, you're responsible for all the outside landscaping. But that's the difference between the different types of 55 plus communities out there. And that's where I can get involved to kind of go in a little bit deeper with you as to what's out there, what they're offering, and find out what you're looking for and kind of steer you towards that direction. So I'm a real estate agent. I can help you with any of that stuff. I can help you list and sell your property. I can help you buy, look at different locations, different 55 plus, if that's what you're looking for. But you really need to understand that there's all different types of 55 plus out there, with golf course, without, large communities, low communities. It just depends on what your preference is. So I want you to understand that aspect of 55 plus active adult communities, where you buy your home, you'll have an HOA you're responsible for on a monthly basis. Now I'm going to move on to 55 plus rental communities and condo communities. Now, some of these 55 rent communities that just are rent are apartments, like condo apartments, and they're starting to crop up in Central Florida. There's several locations, all the way up to Seminole County, Orange County, Osceola County. So they're all over. I know where they're at. I know what they are. And again, it depends on if you're wanting to move out of your home because you're exasperated with all the expenses, the landscaping, the upkeeping of the home, and just want a place where you could call home. That's rent, as a monthly rent, where they provide meals, mostly don't provide meals. You can own the condo, or excuse me, the rent. It's the rent, not own. It's rent the condo or an apartment. It's all 55 plus. A majority of them all have pools, they have activities, and there's a lot of people that you could connect with in there, like any of the 55 plus communities. And that's what they're designed for, is for you to meet new friends and build new relationships. And so the 55 plus rent, again, there's several of them located here in Orlando. Most agents don't really understand the distinction, what seniors are looking for, and what the difference is with all these types of living options that are available for seniors and active adults. And that's why I'm having this discussion with you today, to share with you what's out there. And it's going to give you an idea as to, gee, what am I going to be really happy at? What type of location am I going to be happy with? But I want you to understand that I get it. I know what you're going through, and I can steer you to the type of community that you think you might be the most happiest in. Now there are some 55 plus rental communities here in the Orlando area, but basically in all the counties surrounding Central Florida. So just keep that in mind. If and where you want to relocate, if you want to stay in the same area, or if you want to move to a different area in Central Florida. All you need to know is just to keep that in mind and jot down the different ideas that you think you might be the most happiest in. Now, there's also condos, townhomes, and villas that you could purchase. And again, the condos, 55 plus, townhomes, not really 55 plus, but there's different types of townhome communities out there. And I'm going to go in a little bit deeper with you on that. And then there's villas, which basically those are just one story, small footprint, anywhere from 1,000 to 1,250, no more than 1,500 square feet, which becomes manageable for most seniors and active adults who are looking to transition. And really, all they're looking for is either a 2 or a 3 bedroom unit, mostly 2, with 2 bathrooms and a 2-car garage, if not a 1-car garage, but a garage in any event. But there's those different options out there. And I know you're not looking for an apartment that's going to be open for all age groups, because really what you want and what's going to make you the most happiest is when you're surrounded by people of your own age group. And those are available out there. I mean, you could buy a condo, you could buy a townhome, you could buy a villa. But most of the communities that you're going to be directed by me and Alba are going to be communities that are going to, for the most part, have an age group that is similar to your age. You're going to have some mix, but not a lot. But again, you don't want to go into an apartment that's all ages, because you're not going to be happy. So when I talk about townhomes or condos, so let me start with condos. Condos, for the most part, they're going to be 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 stories high. And you're going to be able to choose what floor you want to be on, 1 through 5, 1 through 4, 1 through 3. They're going to have 1 or 2 elevators in that community or in that building. There's also going to be stairs. There's going to be activities, not necessarily in the community, but there's going to be an outside area where, they're mostly going to have a pool or some activities, that type of thing. But the condos, they're going to have a little bit bigger condo fee, because they're responsible for the roof, the outside, and it's a big building. And some will offer utilities, some won't. You're responsible for some of the utilities. Some take it all. The condo fees can be anywhere from $350 up to $550 per month. But again, for me, working with seniors and active adults, I can drill down and I can let you know what all of this covers and do a comparison with you as to what your current living expenses are in your home that you want to transition out to into your new community. And so you could see on paper the difference in regards to, is it going to save you money? Is it going to cost you more money, etc. But at least you're not going to be responsible in a condo community for the maintenance on the outside, nor will you be responsible for a townhome community in most cases for the maintenance on the building and or on the outside, the landscaping, etc. And the townhome communities, I get it. And understand that most builders in today's market don't get it. There's a lot of boomers out there that are looking to downsize their big footprint to a small print. A townhome is perfect for them, but with that townhome, they're building them now with all the bedrooms upstairs. The last thing you as a senior active adult want is to get out of a house that's 2-story or a large footprint, maybe 1-story, and then move into another house or a townhome that, of course, all of the The outside, the landscaping is all taken care of for you. You don't have to worry about it. And you have an HOA or a condo fee, but they're building all the bedrooms up on the second and third floors. That's not going to work for you. There are some communities, I know where they're at. I know how to search for them. And I get it that you, as a senior active adult, that's not what you're looking for. I know what type of housing you're looking for. And you're looking for something you don't have to climb stairs, because you know that if you're young enough, 55, 65, 70, you haven't had any health conditions. You know, some of your friends have. They've either had hip replacement, knee replacements, etc., or their health is declining. And the last thing they want to do is climb up steps. Sure, it's okay to buy a townhome that has 3 bedrooms with 2 bedrooms upstairs and the master downstairs, or a bedroom at least downstairs. So in case anything ever happens, at least you have a bedroom on the first floor level. And that's what people are looking for. There's not a lot of them out there. Fortunately for me, I live in a house that has a master downstairs with 2 bedrooms upstairs. So that's perfect for us. So I get it, what type of what type of housing you're looking for when it comes to condos, townhomes, or villas. And some people don't want condos because they don't want to deal with multiple floors. They just want one building that's home to them, and it fits their needs or criteria with having a main bedroom on the one floor. So those are out there available. The next type is a 55 plus manufactured community, but you pay the lot rent. Granted, you pay for the manufacturer mobile home that's in the community. There's a lot of people in there. They have a lot of activities like all 55 plus communities do. But I want you to keep in mind that they have lot rents. You don't own the land in there. So understand that you can buy a manufactured home in there. You can buy one for $50,000, $75,000, or $100,000. But you're going to have to, in most cases, you're going to have to pay cash for it, because you're not going to be able to technically get a financing for it. And you're going to have to pay lot rent. Lot rent in these type of communities, they go up on an annual basis. Don't get me wrong, but the lot rent on some of these are anywhere from $500 to $900 a month just for the lot rent. And it goes up all the time. And they can take care of the outside mowing, but the landscaping, and that's all yours. So they're out there available. It's another vehicle of affordability for some who are wanting to get out of the house. They're still going to have maintenance, but they're moving into something that gives them, it's going to make them a place to call home that's going to be more manageable for them. You're still going to have some of the, the roofing issues, the AC, electrical, plumbing, etc. Those are going to be your responsibilities. But then again, you move in there, you purchase, it's cash, you own nothing. And from the sale of your house, depending on where you came from, it provides you additional assets that you can always have in the bank or invested if and when that time comes that you have to make a move. So that's out there, that's available. Now, when it comes to some of these homes that you're looking at, I want you to keep in mind, you can move to the beach, you can move to the mountains, you can move into the city, the downtown area, you can move into the country, you can move where there's a golf course. There's all kinds of places for you to downsize. And I've kind of gone over what type of footprint you're looking for. And they're available in all these places. It just depends, again, what you're looking for. And keep in mind, all of these that I mentioned with the exception of the apartments that are all age groups, it's all about social interaction. It's about you moving from a big footprint to a small footprint, you or your husband or wife moving into something else. But most importantly, it's just not you or you and your husband or wife moving, but it's about that social interaction and you meeting more people and getting to know more people. Because the one thing I've always understood about seniors and active adults, they all have stories. So moving on, I can help you buy, sell. I can, and I get it. Again, I get it. I'm a different type of real estate agent that focuses on seniors and active adults. That's why I'm a certified senior housing professional. And I know that one of the other things that a lot of people are looking for is they're looking for security. When they make that transition, they're looking for a secure community. And most of all of these communities, again, with the exception of the apartment complex that's all open to all age groups, they all are gated. Some will, not all, will have guards at the gates, but it's another sense of security for you when you're making that move. Now, those are just many of the different options that are out there available to you. I don't think that most seniors or active adults, when they're thinking about making that proactive move from their house to another type of home that's more maintenance free for them, more manageable with security and gated, that they don't realize that there's all these different types of options out there. And I can kind of get from you what you're looking for just by asking questions, and that's going to be in a different. It's about having that consultation both on the list side and the buy side, what you're looking for as you consider that transition. Now, these are different types of housing in the future. They're not here now, but just keep in mind if you're not ready, these are going to be available probably 2, 3 to 5 years from now, where you're going to have co housing. You can move in with other people in a single family home environment. There's going to be smaller homes out there, which are going to be about 500 to 750, no more than 1,000 square feet in communities. There's going to be build to rent homes that are starting to take hold here in Central Florida. Being in real estate, I know that it's coming, and these build to rent are going to be more like townhomes or villas. Townhomes with a master downstairs or a bedroom downstairs with a potential of 2 bedrooms upstairs. And then also the villas are going to be small footprints from 1,000, maybe 1,250 to 1,500, no more. And they're going to be close by amenities, walking distance, and that's what everybody's thriving to do, is to build these type of housing, small homes and build to rent in areas where it makes it easier for a senior or active adult to move into, who want to move out of their house that's a big footprint that has a lot of headaches. They're not using everything, where they want to downsize, but they just want to rent, but they still want to be in a community. So those are some of the things that are coming in the future. And I think 3 to 5 years from now, they're going to be available out there for you to choose from. So again, I just want to share with you, I hope this is a lot of information. I know it is. And if you're concerned or want to know more, just reach out to me or Alba. We do it both for English and Spanish, seniors and active adults. And it's about keeping you, our seniors, in the know about providing you options so you can make the right decision on a proactive level as opposed to a reactive level, and keep more of your money and make you the most money so you become the happiest as you move on into your retirement years. In closing, I hope you enjoyed today's Get Your Weekly Slice. If you'd like to discuss further today's topic, you can reach me via email at mike@your, Y-O-U-R, Florida, spelled out, Haven, Haven.com, or call me at 407-340-5291 to set up an appointment. I provide a free 1.5-hour in-person meeting to discuss your future plans on aging while providing you a minimum of 3 options to choose from. Don't forget to follow us and like us on Facebook and Instagram. While on my website at yourfloridahaven.com, sign up for my monthly newsletter, RSV to any of my in-person events, which are held at the Orange County Library, Smarter Senior Seminar Series events, and to view any and all of my videos and podcasts. We hope these podcasts are helpful, and if they are, please share with your friends, family, and neighbors by letting them know what we offer as certified senior housing professionals, designated real estate agents, to our seniors and active adults as they age. We're a connector. It is about keeping seniors in the know. Till next time, when you come back to get your weekly slice.